ex was a great guy. Like, even after we broke up, still sending me flowers to my apartment, you know, like, just a great guy, but for somebody else. Like, you're single till you're married, ain't no ring on my finger, I can do whatever I want.
I'm not gonna cook, clean, and give you my all until I am your wife.
Showing himself out in the town. Look at that. Nothing but love.
Good enough is right here. This is a good boyfriend. This is a husband.
My goodness!
And a lot of y'all date men that are in the gutter.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
Hey you guys, so I recently broke up with my boyfriend, and I didn't think that I was going to share this experience or this story just because it's not that big of a deal and it's kind of private too, but I decided to share it because I felt like the girls really needed to hear about this. So there are two major points I'm going to make, and I'm going to try to keep this very short. So number one, the way that God has carried me throughout this breakup is really nothing short of amazing and unbelievable. Usually after a breakup, I'm a mess. Like, I've been known to cry in the club over a breakup. Like, I'm telling you, days, weeks, you know. And the fact that that has not been my experience this time is only because of God. And I've been really trying to get back to my relationship with him, first and foremost, so that he is leading my relationships from now on. Number two is, I feel like a lot of times when we all see these breakup stories, especially coming from the woman's perspective, it's always like this horror story, like, you know, the stuff that she's been through and what he put her through and all the stuff that she put up with. And we all look at her like, girl, why was you in that relationship? Like, why did you stay? But when I tell you guys that that's not my experience at all, like, it just wasn't. My ex was a great guy. Like, even after we broke up, still sending me flowers to my apartment, you know, like, just a great guy, but for somebody else. And we didn't break up because of anything that he did to me, anything that I found out or anything that I did to him. We literally broke up because just of small things that led me to understand that this was not my husband. And so I needed to make room for my husband by exiting that relationship. But I'm telling you, the way that he treated me within this relationship was so good. He's raised my standard. And you guys know that my standards were already high to begin with. But my ex treated me so well in our relationship that it was like, if the next guy, he's made it harder for the next guy. Because if the next guy isn't coming like my ex or better, then off the rip, you can get to stepping.
You can't make this up.
Like, so, you know, breakups don't always have to be this, oh, I'm learning a hard lesson, or I went through some traumatic experience. Not every relationship is going to end up in a marriage, and the ones that don't end up in marriage doesn't mean that it has to be messy, or, you know, as long as you're upholding your standards within the relationship, it should be a positive experience. And honestly, my relationship was a positive experience, and I'm telling you, like, I have nothing bad to say about him. And we're still friends, we still talk and everything, but I just don't feel like the girls hear that often about a relationship that you get out of that has raised your standards.
Crazy, I swear I don't love the drama. It loves me.
That, like, he's treated me so well, like the next guy's gonna be hard for him, you know. So I just wanted you guys to hear that, because not every breakup is a horror story, and not every breakup is some hard learning lesson. Some breakups are really because you're just maturing and you want different types of relationships, and you just came to understand, like, I don't see myself marrying that person, so let's not waste each other's time. And that's pretty much what this was. But like I said, great guy, love him, and yeah, that's it.
No regrets.
Wow. She had a nerve to throw God in the beginning of that. That was low. Think about what she said, right? She pretty much broke down to all men that the guy she was with was too nice, right? And that's what happened. He didn't have that even exchange. He didn't have enough nice, enough rowdy, enough, you know, going against her. He created no sexual tension. So what happened? She got bored. I don't care. See, a lot of times women say, okay, I gave my life to God. Yes, you still want the drama. That's why he wasn't good enough. So she threw that in there at first, so guys won't say that. You notice that? That's what she did. I broke down the whole situation right away. She threw that in at first, so guys won't say, oh yeah, she said God, so she's still not like that. No, you're even worse. A lot of times, the women that go to church and say, "Oh, I'm giving my life over," you're the worst. Beware of women like that.
A dad refused to pay for his daughter's English degree, but he funded both of his sons' medical school. The dad posted to Reddit saying that he sat his daughter Jane down and told her that if she went through with her English degree, he wouldn't support her at all. Jane is 21 and getting a late start on schooling. She'd just been accepted to her dream college to pursue a degree in English. In comparison, Jane's two older brothers are now both well-paid medical doctors. Her dad had paid for her to rest and travel for a year, and now her parents had offered to pay for her entire education on one condition. She had to get a degree that was, quote, worth it. The dad was frustrated by her choice of an English degree, and Jane told him that he favored her brothers over her because he had paid for their university fees. The two sons thought their dad was being too harsh on Jane and that he should pay for her schooling. The dad feels like this is Jane's way of rebelling. He wants her to do something useful that she can live off of. And boy, did the English majors of Reddit deliver. They shared in the comments their stories of fulfilling careers and changing lives. The truth is, an English degree can be very useful. Soft skills such as critical thinking, creative and technical writing, speech, and analytical skills covered in humanities courses are often essential in the workforce. The arts are frequently undervalued, underfunded, and overlooked, but that doesn't make them worthless. The truth is, any degree can turn into a thriving career. Who do you think was wrong in this situation, the dad or the daughter?
Sorry, I think the dad was right? Listen, he's thinking logically. You know what he thought? I bet if she said she was going into STEM, he'd have said, oh yeah, he'd have gave her double, right? The sons were going into something promising. The dad wanted her to go into something promising. You know, if that was my dad, I would have talked with him about some things. Said, Dad, what do you think? So, what do you think is the best career? So let's look at, he would probably have said, okay, let's look how much money you're going to make. I'd have said, okay, Pops. See, that's probably what happened with the sons. But with the daughter, oh no, I want to go into what I want. He probably tried to talk sense into her. I'm imagining. Think about it, guys. Talk with me. Imagine what happened. The sons probably could have said something crazy like that too and said, Dad, what do you think? And the dad broke it down to them. Look, this is not paying. She didn't want to listen. His daughter was a modern woman. And I see what happened here. I know that a lot of you guys see we're here, right, y'all? We're here. Y'all see it. Y'all see it.
Like, you're single till you're married, ain't no ring on my finger, I can do whatever I want. Y'all be in a comment.
First off, no shade or hate to this content creator, but her mindset is something like this. I'm not going to cook, clean, and give you my all until I am your wife, which I understand her logic and it makes some sense. However, I'm the type of person where if someone decides to leave me, I want to know, did I give that person my all? Because if a girl decides to leave me, right, because I had this mindset, I can't really give her the full experience yet till she's my wife. I can't provide for her the way I want to until she's my wife. If that girl decides to leave me, I'm going to be like, damn, she left me and I didn't even give her my all. When girls have did me dirty in the past, I gave them my all. So when they leave, I can feel at peace knowing, hey, I gave this person all I could have and they still decided to leave. So I'm the type of person where I give everybody my all, and if they decide to do me dirty, that's on them.
Man, I'm sorry, y'all. All right, now I'm definitely not siding with what she said. Long gone are the days where guys are accepting that. Oh, I'll be a wife to you when you make me a wife. That's nonsense, all right? That's the same woman that tried to pull off that, I gave my life to God. So if you give your life to God, yes, say that, if anything, and it still won't work, right? But still, you have to give a man your all, as the guy explained. But at the same time, as a man, it's where, like, it was coming across off with what he was saying. Like, I want to know I give my woman my all. Yes, you give a woman your all, but I'm not out here talking. I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't give advice like that, right? I'm out here. I couldn't tell you guys, give a woman your everything. You guys are looking at me like, huh? Give a woman your everything. Yes. Give a woman your everything when you leave. Give a woman your everything that deserves it. When she's showing you, I'm doing this, and this, that's when you give her your everything. So what that guy was saying was off. I'm not on her side. I'm not on his side. That whole thing was in shambles.
So I've been made aware that the last couple of weeks that the males have hated my video that I was talking about my breakup, and I was saying I broke up with my boyfriend, but he was a good guy, treated me well, but he was not my husband, so we broke up. They had a problem with that because basically what they're saying is good enough should be good enough. But let me tell you one thing, good enough was never good enough for me. I live my life on 10 with everything that I do. I'm not going to look at something that's good and think that it's husband, because here's what it is. Good enough is right here. This is a good boyfriend. This is a husband.
My goodness.
And a lot of y'all date men that are in the gutter.
Listen, what kills me about people that think like this, bro, it'll never be enough for them. In the video she had made, she had said the guy that she broke up with was good, and he even raised her standards. Listen, it's either you're good or you're bad. These type of women, they want Jesus Christ. Listen, you could walk on water, bro, and it still won't be enough. I'm telling you, you can give them the whole world, bro, it will never be enough. Simply because they have that mindset of, oh, there's always better. This is not good enough for me. It's ridiculous, bro. They sit here and say that they're ready for marriage, they're ready for a husband, but they have this weak mindset. And what blows me even more is the women that agree with this. What else do you need besides loyalty and love?
If I got me a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work at all.
What else do you need? Y'all add all these speculations to this relationship dating and all these tactics. What else do you need besides loyalty and love? Okay then.
Of course, I get what you're saying, but a woman wants security, certain things, right? I understand what a woman needs. They need a couple of things, but still, even with that, they want more. It's never good enough. Same thing with her. That's why she's gonna be single and lonely for a while.
All right, y'all. So I just broke up with my ex of 5 years.
Hey, as a man to man, can we have a little conversation here? This is your ego wanting to sabotage the best situation you could ever have in your entire life because you feel like she's taking the role of the man rather than you feeling like you can still be the man while existing beneath her. You got to remember, when you get into relationships, this has nothing to do with one person being dominant over the other. It has everything to do with partners in the relationship unconditionally caring for each other. There are no rules to relationships. That's why that's why divorce rates are so high. People are following rules that were never made for them. I feel so horrible because I think this is going to be actually happening more and more in the future. A lot of guys who have amazing girlfriends are going to be breaking up with them not because the woman, there's anything wrong with the woman. I mean, you heard this guy say it. There was nothing wrong with her. And the only way I can justify that happening to a man who, like, apparently there's no issues, but like, I have to break up with you, it's an ego thing. And there was no conversation around, hey, how can I still feel like a man even though I make less than you? How can I still feel like the man that I desire to be even if I'm in the submissive role, the role that is being the dependent role? But because that conversation never gets had, and we have more and more men every single day saying, I'm not going to open up to my woman, I'm not going to speak to a girl about nothing but sex, blah, blah, blah. Like, it confuses me what you guys even speak to women about. Like, do you just act like you care until you realize that, like, you aren't the person you say you are? And then you leave so they don't find out that you aren't the person you say you are faster than you can expose it? Now remember, this isn't nothing against the dude who made the video. I'm just saying, like, gender roles aren't real, and you guys, especially in today's day and society where the average individual human being...
No, sorry, young man. You must have a single mother. You didn't grow up with a man. A man didn't raise you, right? Gender roles are real. Gender roles are ordained, right? By the man above himself. The way women are nowadays, look, men created their own loneliness epidemic. No, men are involved in it. A lot of times a man would rather be lonely. You know what loneliness does to a man, right? You wanted to go deep. The man, the reason why we're all here today was lonely before he gave him life fully, even though he came from God, right? Loneliness is a man's strength. A man should be able to stand on his own, right? A man should be able to travel far and stand on his own. So you know what? Loneliness is actually a man's gift. He has to see it that way, right? So that's a little deep, but it's true. It's true. Men are meant to be lonely at some point in their life. Like before I came to the Philippines, I was alone. I was in upstate New York alone. You know what happened? I learned a lot about my mental state. I learned that I needed to be more patient, right? That's what you learn as a man. Now, with guys not tolerating being under a woman, you can't, because what happens? She'll turn around and throw it right back in your face. And you got to hear it all the time, or you may not hear it. She'll just leave you. And then Listen to a guy like this, you'll be wondering, why did I get left? Oh, because you were in touch with your emotions and your feelings. And you laid up under a woman because a woman doesn't respect a man that's under her. That's just facts. They're not going to respect it. So he left in good reason, I would say. So this passport bro right here is showing his 2 years and 20 seconds. He spent with his Filipina, right? He's in the Philippines. Looks like he was traveling around in the Philippines. He may be staying out here in the Philippines. I would love to interview him one day, right? But yes, this man has probably had one of the best 2 years he's had in a long time, right? He was able to relax. You see that smile on his face? Look at that smile. Look at that smile, y'all. That's happiness. He came over, right? Seems like he's retired. Came over, got with a sweet, submissive Filipina. She probably cooks for him, cleans for him.
I want something feminine and delicate.
Does everything under the sun. Now, let me explain something, right? A lot of guys go, okay, you know what? I want to go out and find the best looking woman out there ever, right? I want to get the baddie. Where's the baddies? Where's the super baddies? Look, man, a lot of guys don't realize, and I got to keep it real, right? Sometimes what you want is not for you, right? And some guys still want to play games, so they want the baddie. Oh, I want the baddie. I want it all that good. It's like they 15 years old, right? I'm the kind of guy, look, as a man, you need to get the woman that's mostly into you, right? You learn that with age. You get the one that's all about you, that will do any and everything for you, right? And then from there, you start to see things differently. So that's what a lot of guys are doing. That's why guys are relocating. That's why guys are moving to the Philippines, to get a woman that will do any and everything for them without any bad mouthing, without any going back and forth, bickering and complaining. Men want that. Men want peace.
That's what we do, right? Yeah.
And it looks like he's found it.
This is the way.
So we got another brother. Looks like he came out to the Philippines too. And he got himself a Filipina. He's just showing himself out in the town. Look at that. Nothing but love. And I gotta let you guys know, I love seeing this, all right? More and more. And this guy's young. You see that guy? This guy looks like he's about 21, 22. Let me know, brother, if you see this video and you're older, let me know. But he's extremely young, right? In his 20s. And that's when I left. I left right when I hit middle age. I was about 34. I said, you know, I need to go. That guy's younger than me. The other guy was older than when I came here. Guys at all ages are leaving and relocating to the Philippines. And I'm happy for these brothers. They got smart and said, I need to relocate and find something that's for me. I need to go find a woman that's all about me. And that's what they're doing because they realize
This is the way.
passport, bro. Passport. No. There's definitely more to life than dealing with that nonsense back home.
Facts.